What's going on, football fans? Welcome back to another episode of Breaking the Birds, highlighting Nakobe Dean in his return from a triceps tear. Played a bunch in this game here. Vic Fangio clearly wanted him on the field, and you can completely understand why. The first play we're going to take a look at is a toss here for the Vikings. They're trying to stretch everything out here to the outside. Nakobe Dean is the backside linebacker on this play, so his responsibility, backside flow. So he just wants to not get too far ahead of the running back. But when he sees this play right here, they've obviously seen it on tape before because they're attacking it really, really well. He just knifes right up here, takes a terrific angle, inside hip of the running back, makes a tackle for 3-yard loss. And this after Vikings got a little momentum on the drive early. He just set the tone immediately after. Phenomenal play right here from Nakobe Dean. Vikings are going to go with an inside zone here to the left side. So they're going to be zone blocking this all the way through. Nakobe Dean is responsible for the strong side A gap, the backside A gap. Double teams here on Jordan Davis, and then the guard is responsible for transitioning up to Nakobe Dean afterwards. He shoots this gap. He knifes through his gap so fast that the guard to that side has to release prematurely off of Jordan Davis, and and what really happens then is that there's only one guy to block Jordan Davis, and you are not blocking Jordan Davis, just one guy. Okay. See, Nakobe Dean basically gets tackled by the offensive guard. Take it here from the wide view. See right there, this guy is going to release from Jordan Davis and tackle Nakobe Dean, and then frees up Jordan Davis to come in and make the tackle afterwards. Terrific play from Nakobe. All right, toss for the Vikings here. Situation's 1st and 10. So they're just trying to get this outside here, then outside zone on some of them, and then reach block when they can. So going to seal off outside here, reach block inside. They create a really good crease for Jordan Mason to run through. Nakobe Dean is right here as the backside linebacker to this play. So he's basically just responsible of flowing with the backside right here. No gap responsibility really, because everything, it's so clearly to the front side. And when I say front side, it's the play side there, the side that they're actually running to. Okay, so his gap would essentially be here, but because everything is moving out there, he's just throwing backside of everything that is moving over there. He does a good job here of staying inside hip of Jordan Mason. So when if he cuts it back, he's still able to come there before sprinting out. And this is just a violent hit. Heat-seeking missile is Nakobe Dean on this play. And we saw that none of that against the Giants and Broncos. They lacked physicality big time. This is a big time hit from Nakobe Dean. Remember that your way of supporting me is to go to buy me a coffee, Breaking the Birds. I'll drop a link in the description. Really appreciate those who do, and let's get back to the video. Another toss for the Vikings to the outside here. Another awesome Nakobe Dean pursuit run here. He's excellent in taking angles of these outside runs here and avoiding traffic. Reads it instantly, sees it, goes. Stays inside hip of the running back throughout his entire pursuit. Good tackle by Cooper DeJean. If he isn't there, Dean makes it. Nice coverage by Nakobe Dean here. Man coverage, sorting out the traffic here with Sagbon, I believe it is, to the top side. Both of those guys here taking over nicely and sorting out the traffic. Who's coming in, who's coming out. Nice coverage in the flat, nice coverage over the middle. All right, here Eagles dropping into cover 2. Nakobe Dean is going to be lined up right here. He's going to be responsible for Hooks curl. Nakobe Dean is the flat defender to that side. Only one guy releasing into a route, so he's going to be covering that man-man because there's nothing else down here to the bottom, and nobody is going to be threatening that. The running back goes up here anyway. So good job here to Nakobe Dean. Split second read that it is pass. Just one quick step forward, and then he comes backwards here. Immediately there afterwards, reads Carson Wentz. His eyes are to that side here. So he gets over there and takes away TJ Hawkinson as soon as he is coming across. Matches the zone, has to feel for, all right, he's coming across here. And then he's matching that pattern. You can pick him up there as he's coming across. Good coverage. Appreciate the hustle here from Nakobe Dean. Coming up in the blitz. Shows a little bit early here. Not that it matters too much in this play when it's rollout anyway, but Unlike everyone else on the D-line here, when they get stopped there on the rollout, he actually continues here as he's beating the guard. That full-on sprint here towards Carson Wentz. Has to feel a little bit of heat there. He sees him coming. Pre-snap. He knows, right? I gotta get more. You gotta get more outside. Can't just stop his feet. There's never really gets set and gets rid of the ball cleanly. Dive up the middle here for the Vikings. They're gonna go with the double team on Jordan Davis to begin with. Nakobe Dean line up right here, responsible for that A gap to the strong side. He just hesitated half a second too much, which results in these two guys getting a good handle on Jordan Davis, and then this guy can come up and attack Nakobe Dean afterwards. It's still better than what Zach Vaughn and Jihad Campbell usually did here for the first 6 games, but half a second too slow there, and I can't blame it. He's returned to play here, the first action he's getting, but for this play to be more successful, if he comes up here, this guy has to commit to him earlier, and then Jordan Davis has a better chance of getting in and making the tackle on the running back. All right, here we have Nakobe Dean lined up right here, playing zone coverage. They're going to motion over here, so it's a three receiver set here, 3x1, and to the top side, we're going to have that out and up from Justin Jefferson. It's going to come up here. We're going to have the post, and we're going to have a deep out here from T.J. Hawkinson. Now, what the responsibility is for Nakobe Dean as the backside linebacker, as the hook to curl defender to that side, is to relate to the number 3 coming out. Number 3 coming up, that is. So the number 3 coming to the deep side here. Bond's responsibility is number 2. And Deshaun's responsibility is number 1. So when number 1 is coming out here, coming up, the rule is that he has to follow him because the deep safety here has to be traveling with the deep route. This is what burned them against the Buccaneers, where Jihad Campbell was playing the flat and nobody was back there. Anyway, Dean right there recognizes pass immediately off the play action, gets his eyes relevantly on the tight end here, so his primary responsibility is taking away the seam, and then he's traveling with it. Notice that as soon as he's going out, he gets his eyes on here, what's going on. Is there anybody coming inside? Because he has to get the final number 3. So let's say number 2 was coming in here, he would be bouncing on that. So good job here getting the eyes up. See the ball thrown short. Sprints over there and can assist on the tackle if missed. But good tackle there by Zach Vaughn. In summary, I think it was awesome to see Nakobe Dean back. I think he played a lot better than I expected. And he played well enough to a point where you just have to get him on the field. And I think Fangio did a fine job. It was the first time they did this. Jihad Campbell at the line of scrimmage, 5-man front. He's an extra defender. They usually just dropped him into the flat. Didn't really let him rush the passer that much. It's a transition. It's a new package. It has to be practiced and get into rhythm. But the physicality that Nakobe Dean brings is much needed, especially going against the Giants here in Camp Scatterbo, since they were lethargic against the Giants last time. So let me know in the comments who you want to take a look at more this week, and I'll see if I can get to it. Thanks.